If your son has received a notice of enforcement and the bailiffs are about to pay your house a visit, let me arm you with all the information you need. Once your son has a letter warning him that enforcement agents are coming, then the best thing to do is pick the phone up and call the bailiffs to explain the debt is your son's. Ask them to send evidence of his debt and see if they'll put the case on hold. There's no guarantee that they'll agree to it, but it may buy you some time. Before the bailiffs arrive, it's best to get evidence that the debt doesn't belong to you. You can do this by printing your bank statement or council tax bill, have it ready by the front door. If your son hasn't warned you and the bailiffs have turned up at your house, these are the next steps that you need to take. Make sure that no windows or doors are open. Lock them as soon as you can and communicate with them through the locked front door. They're allowed to enter your home if they're open, but only in an amicable manner. The next thing you need to do is ask for their ID. I'll leave a few links in the description for you so that you can cross-reference them and check that they're legitimate. Keep the door closed and ask them to pass through the documents through the letterbox. Once the enforcement agents have established who they are, the next thing you need to do is check their warrant alongside evidence of your debt. The warrant should be signed and dated. They can show you this either on a hard copy or on a device. Check this very carefully because if the name or address has any mistakes, then the warrant might not be valid. A warrant doesn't need a wet ink signature. The other document you could be shown is a High Court writ. If your son doesn't live with you, then they can't enter your home, and they certainly can't take anything that belongs to you. If he does live with you and they enter your home, bailiffs will normally do an inventory of goods that they're intending to take. They can't put anything that belongs to anyone but your son on that list, and you can contest it if they try to. It's against FCA guidelines. Bailiffs don't just seize anything they set their eyes on. It has to be something that belongs to the person who owes the money. They can't take practical items that you need, so things like your fridge or your cooker or your bed. If he uses his laptop for work, then that can't be taken either. They can't take your car if you pay for it on finance. If they've already taken something that's yours, you have 7 days to complain and they have a further 10 days to respond. You may have to prove that the item belonged to you. The simplest way to keep the bailiffs at bay is by getting your son to agree to start paying the debt back. There are lots of options available to him if he's struggling financially. These are called debt solutions, and some of them could even mean that he doesn't have to pay the debt in full. There are pros and cons to each, so it's important to do a lot of research before you just jump into one. One simple step that he could take today is to find out if any of those solutions could work for him. In the description of this video, I've got a form that links to my new website, and it's got a few multiple choice questions like how much debt do you owe and how many people do you owe. At the end of the form, it'll connect you to a company that I've partnered with to provide you with all the information that you need about debt solutions. So click the link below, go and check it out, and let me know how you get on.